Hi there, friends. Welcome back to INSPIRO, your cozy virtual cafe providing you a quick dose of daily inspiration. Take a coffee, take one breath, and let's talk about something that really matters. Today, I will serve you an espresso episode 5 minutes, one idea, one small thing you can try tonight. And this story doesn't start in a dramatic place, it starts in the work canteen. So imagine that. Tuesday, normal work day, lunch break, nothing glamorous, just hunger. And I'm standing at the vegetarian counter in our food court, waiting for my usual. And it smells like pizza with all these different smells coming together in this ideal balance. And I'm on autopilot. Same line, same plate, same rhythm. And you know that routine where your body orders the food before your brain arrives. So I look at the chief. He's always kind and exciting and ask, "So, what are your plans this weekend?" And he smiles, with his friendly smile, the kind of smile that makes you think he loves everything in his life. And he says, "My friend, this is my last week. I bought a house in Panama. I'm moving there to grow mangoes, make juice, ice cream. These good and tasty things, my friend." Just like that. Like he's telling me the weather, and I just stand there smiling, genuinely happy, really, really, really happy for him. And also slightly confused because my biggest plan for the weekend was probably do laundry. And that's not a small decision he's taking. That's a dream that he has walking towards years, step by step, and finally turning into reality. And right there by the vegetarian counter, I had to start. It's rarely instant enlightenment. More often, it's a pressure that we create that slowly turns into a breakthrough. Just sit with that. So the breakthrough is the result of increased pressure. And standing there, smiling at him, I could tell this was his breakthrough moment. Not because he suddenly found himself, but because he stayed with the dream long enough that one day he decided. And a few days later, I'm at the gym, doing workout, talking to my friend, and I tell him the story, and he says, "We could never do that. We are too comfortable. We have no reason to change." And I get what he says, but something inside me reacted because we are too comfortable can sound smart, but sometimes it's just surrender wearing a nice jacket. It's like saying, "I can't train, my sofa needs emotional support," or "I can't start the dream, I'm in a committed relationship with my routines." And at some point, that sentence becomes a spell. You repeat it enough times, and suddenly 10 years have passed, and the sofa is still winning. And I realized that story doesn't fit me. Not because I'm extreme, not because I'm moving to Panama next week. Relax, the mango industry is safe for me now. But for me, the goal isn't to escape comfort. The goal is to build comfort inside learning, development, inside small weekly challenges. Rain or sun, energy or no energy, motivation or motivation. Because motivation, by the way, is like a cat. It shows up when it wants and disappears exactly when you need it. And honestly, I'm satisfied with my comfort because it has intention, it has purpose, it has direction. And that became my insight for the week. Comfort isn't the enemy. Comfort without intention is. So maybe the question isn't, do I need to change everything? Maybe the real question is, am I choosing my life or just repeating it? So let's make this practical. 2 minutes, zero philosophy. Open your phone. Create a note called 30-day mango plan. Yeah. Call it mango plan. And write these 3 lines. In the next 30 days, I will, for example, work on discovering my purpose. The second one, the thing that might stop me is, I don't know, for example, watching too much TV. And this week, I will, let's say, listen to the inspirational podcast on finding purpose in life. By the way, one of those you can find on this channel, and the podcast called Discover Your Purpose. It walks you through a simple exercise, your passions, your skills, and how it can actually become something real. So that's it. Simple enough. That even your procrastination can't argue too much. You don't need Panama. You don't need a dramatic life overhaul. But maybe you do need one small decision. Maybe you need your own little mango moment. And not the kind where you suddenly move across the world, but just the kind where a dream that has been sitting quietly in your head finally becomes a decision. Because the real question isn't, should I change everything? It is, am I choosing my life or just repeating it? And who knows, maybe one day someone will ask you a casual question at lunch and you will smile and say, my friend, this is my last week. Thank you for joining me here at INSPIRO, your cozy virtual cafe, for this 5 minutes espresso episode to bring you a quick dose of daily inspiration. And one last thing, remember to smile, because when you smile, the world smiles back. Have a fantastic day and live a life filled with inspiration. Bye for now.